This is a horoscope prediction for today in love for Taurus. Those belonging to this sign are those born between April 20 and May 20. Love is a fundamental part of Taurus's life, even though they don't easily show their feelings to others. Those born under the sign of Taurus generally feel satisfied with their day-to-day life, but they are falling almost without realizing it into a fairly routine life, and in the long run they will end up getting tired. You would need to encourage change, even from time to time, of environment, activity, or friendships. Today may be a good day for Tauruses, so that you begin to think about things differently and broaden your horizons and circles of friends. At this time you would be interested in embarking on an adventure, being a little more risky, and even trying to resume an activity that you have left aside. Doing this would also serve to help you find a partner. Keep in mind that the more people you meet and the more you change your environment, the more possibilities you will have. Loved horoscope for single women. Until very recently, the Taurus woman barely dedicated her time to herself or her loved ones. Apparently, the entrance of the sun star on her sign is causing them to begin to value other types of things that are much more valuable than materials. Fortunately, it seems that you are opening your eyes and you are learning to give the value that other types of things that are not bought deserve. If you continue along this path, you will surely have the opportunity to meet people and be able to establish a relationship later on, even if you decide to start a family. Today's free prediction for the Taurus man. It is normal, Taurus friend, that due to the influence that the planet Mars is exerting on your sign, you feel stressed and nervous. You need right now to free yourself from that stress and those bad energies that surround you. You are quite kind, and there are people who are going to approach you to take advantage of your generosity. You have to learn to distinguish between people who really appreciate you and those who are somewhat fake and put a good face on you and then criticize you behind your back. Taurus horoscope for today in love for singles. I know that Tauruses are generally quite generous people who like to pamper and please the people they love. Sometimes, although what I am going to tell you may seem strange to you, you should be more selfish and not get so involved with others, because later what is going to happen to you this time happens to you. You get frustrated because people do not correspond to you to the same extent as you do it. If you are meeting someone or there is someone in your environment that you like, do not rush. Try to stay where you are and don't make things so easy for him. Do not be in a hurry to stop being single, or single that not everything comes in its time. If you overturn yourself in pleasing her, you may get the opposite effect to what you intend. If you have a partner, you have been told that your relationship is hanging by a thread and that has worried you. But behind this malicious rating there are many good things which you do not consider. For starters, it tells you that you and your partner are connected. It can be a steel thread, unbreakable. And just as Ariana helped Theseus out of the labyrinth, that thread can have the same purpose. If you do not have a partner, you are concerned that, apparently, there is nothing that unites you with that person you are interested in, and that is why you have not taken that important step that would mean revealing your feelings. You are doing wrong, because it is about that link existing from now on. It is that thread between the two of you that you must create by approaching her. You have to recognize your best productive allies. Make a list of people you can turn to for advice and help in case of problems with your job. You encourage those relationships with frequent contacts. It is good to know who you count on, but it is better to have them close. To attract health and never lose it, the stars recommend white candles, dry leaves in a bag, silver coins and live plants. Surround yourself with them, and you will always have a mute against all kinds of evil. Today you need to let your partner be a little freer. He usually adopts a censorious attitude regarding what he does and what he says, and that makes him feel imprisoned without alternatives for personal development. Perhaps he exaggerates, but it is up to you to give him the freedom he demands. Be less repressive. This is a good day to repeat those situations in which you failed and succeed this time. You must forge yourself as a worker and as a productive entity, and this is the way to do it. Show that you have learned from your mistakes and do not avoid these problems that in other situations were your defeat. You can't change the world and people, but you can change yourself. Do not let yourself be overwhelmed by those who are reluctant to accompany you on your path of development. If your friends, your family or your partner do not share your need for growth, do it alone. With your example, they will understand the importance of what you do. Some restaurants have a message printed on their menus. If something isn't right, let us know. If you've enjoyed your meal, spread the word. The second part of this statement makes sense. Trading will improve if your reputation spreads. But why would anyone ask to be criticized? Who does it? Criticism is not exactly easy to accept. However, we can all learn a lot if we are kindly informed of the areas in which we could improve. If you are open to constructive criticism, this week you will save a lot of time and make spectacular progress. Tip of the day: don't let them make you invisible. Nobody should talk about you as if you weren't there. Lucky numbers for today: 1, 7, 9, 31, 34, 39. Free Taurus Daily Horoscope Tips. All the signs of the horoscope are divided into 3 decans according to the date of birth, and this is the specific prediction of today's horoscope for each of them. First decan, April 21 to 30. Remember that today's horoscope gives you the trend, and in your case, let your instinct be the one that dominates your decisions. Second decan, May 1st to 10th. The horoscope tells you that thinking things through and acting with your head will give you results. Third decan, May 11 to 20th. Taurus today must be especially careful not to make hasty decisions as a result of their impatience.